So it's official. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. So this is my first video, which I'm trying to figure out like locations, where to be in the house, where Nova won't bother me, as you can see. And for those of you who don't know, this is Miss Nova, and she gets very jealous when I pay attention to anything that's not her. So hence why she's trying to get my attention right now. But after a lot of thought and a lot of social isolation, I have decided that I think I have a lot of stories to share with the world. I think I have a lot of interesting ideas and interesting thoughts and talents that I can share with the world. And so I think that starting a YouTube channel about body positivity, growth, personal growth, self-care, boosting your self-esteem, and anything else, like maybe throw in a few outfit videos, or like if I do some online shopping, which I am known to do, maybe some try-on hauls or what I wear in a week, those sorts of things, maybe some workout videos, and also I'm playing the ukulele, so maybe a few music covers potentially. But I wanted to make just like an overall video to kind of get a feel for what I'm going to need, because obviously I'm very far away from the camera, so this is not going to work as a location forever. So in my first few videos, you might see me moving around, going to different areas of my apartment. So if you have any ideas for like, oh, I really like that area, let me know that. And if you have any topic ideas as well, or anything you'd like me to talk about, please chime in with that as well. I would love to hear what everybody would like me to talk about. Essentially, 2020 has hit me hard for a lot of reasons that I definitely won't get into in this first video, because I just want it to be more like an introduction, like what I want the channel to be about, stay positive list, just like my Instagram, but a little bit more in depth. And so I have had a heck of a ride already through 2020, and it's just beginning to be a third of the way through. So with all of this quarantine and the isolation, I definitely think it has been a challenge, but a challenge that I have welcomed and that I am really happy to been able to go through. I know that sounds really strange, but I think that as you get to know me a little bit better through these videos that I make, it might make more sense to you why I think the quarantine has actually been helpful for my mental health, why it's pushed me in so many directions that I wouldn't be pushed regularly. This is an unprecedented time in the world, as we all know, and there are multiple different ways to handle what's going on. There is no right way to handle what's happening to you, and how you're dealing with it is how you're dealing with it. Coping is coping, and there are, you know, more constructive ways to cope for sure, but I definitely want to share those with you. And I do recognize if those constructive coping mechanisms aren't necessarily super useful to everybody or practical with everything that's going on in your life. So basically, I just want to make my first video to get a feel for what it's like being in front of the camera. I love being in front of the camera, so I don't have an issue with that. But like, where should I sit? How far should I place the camera? Definitely too far away. But I've been working out for 3.5 hours today, so I do think it's probably best that for this first video you get a far away image of me. And going forward, I would just love to know what you want me to talk about. I definitely have some ideas on what I would like to talk about, but it's great to know if I can bring support or enlighten anybody about a certain topic. For those of you who don't know, I do have my bachelor's degree in psychology, and I'm going to school for cognitive behavioral psychology. It's a master's program at Eastern Michigan. So I definitely have a little bit of knowledge in like the mental health realm, but I also work for a recreation center, so I dig physical well-being and just overall like all the dimensions of wellness. I really dig ways that we can incorporate them and being the best versions of ourselves. I think it's really important to learn ways to take constructive criticism and ways that we can grow and become the best versions of who we are. And not saying that you aren't great already, because we are all great already, but there is always room for improvement because nobody is perfect. And so just ways that we can do that without thinking negatively about ourselves, the ways that we can do that and being happy. And then intersperse, as I said, like maybe I binged this Netflix series and I want to talk about it, or I bought a ton of clothes on Forever 21, let me try them on or show them to you, or this is what I wear in a week, or this is my at-home workout. I really just want to be able to use this as a platform to help people, because I've always wanted to help people in some way or another, and I think that through this vlog channel I can also help myself. And so along with that, I've always wanted to make blogs, and so I might also intersperse a few blogs in there. I'm a big writer, I love to write, but I often find that I don't like to edit my writing, so it makes blogging a little bit more challenging, whereas vlogging, it's more free. If you throw in a few it's not the end of the world. So with that, I'll just go ahead and wrap up my video for today. I just want to thank all of you who tuned in and watched, and I don't know where the subscribe button is because I'm not very familiar with YouTube yet, but go ahead and click on that subscribe button, click on the like button, and go ahead and send a comment with what type of content you would like to hear from me. Do you want it to be like a big sister advice thing? Do you want me to talk about my problems? Do you want to see all the stuff that I have to buy? Do you want constructive quarantine activities? Whatever you want, let me know. I have some ideas. I'm hoping I can post weekly, mostly on Sundays I think would be a good time for me to post, but I might change that around, so don't stick with that just in case it changes and I break your little hearts. But with that being said, again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to be able to share all of the knowledge that I have and that I'm learning, and all of the techniques that I have and that I'm gaining. And I'm just so happy to be able to have a platform to share this with you all, and I really appreciate and welcome you all for doing this. So I want to end this video with like a meditative type prayer. So no matter what your religious beliefs are, and my dog's being really silly, it's hard to see, but no matter what your religious beliefs are, this is a really good thing to do. I just wish all of you in the world, may you be safe, may you be happy, may you be well, may you be at peace. So I will see you next time for a new video. Bye.